Yeah, so basically, Arkham City follows on from the events of Arkham Asylum. You remember in the first game that Warden Quincy Sharp was running for mayor? So what happened after the events of the first game is that he actually won that and he's become mayor of Gotham. And his first order of business is basically to build a new super prison. He's walled off this whole district of Gotham City, and he's basically shut down Arkham Island, he's shut down Blackgate, and he's moved everyone from these places into this new area, this new super prison, which is called Arkham City. The great thing about taking the game to the city is that it enables the gameplay to expand as well. One of the main things is you have the main story that you can follow, and we still have that kind of very focused main story that we had from the first game, like that very clear kind of goal for you to do at any given time. But complementing that as well, we also have these side missions that you can do. And these side missions make up a massive amount of the game, and they're created with the same kind of care and love and attention to detail as the main story. But you choose when you get to do those. So you have Riddler. Riddler's in Arkham City, and Riddler's objective is basically to get revenge on Batman for capturing him in the first game. The way he's going to make Batman play his game is that he's captured a load of hostages, and he's threatening to kill these hostages unless Batman can solve these death traps that he's set up. That's a side mission. You get to take that on whenever you want to take that on, and there's hours of gameplay in that mission in terms of tracking down Riddler. Similarly with Zsasz, you've got a serial killer on the loose inside Arkham City. You know, how does that story play out? Again, you know, there's a ton of gameplay in tracking down Zsasz and finding out what Zsasz is doing in Arkham City. And these are all things that are off the main path. So we didn't want to just put 20 things hidden down back alleyways for you to find. There's like 4 big chunks of gameplay, all hidden throughout all of the Arkham City streets for anyone who goes looking for it. Catwoman as a new playable character is something that is really exciting for us. Basically, she's very different to Batman. She's obviously doesn't have that same kind of moral compass that Batman has. She's more than willing to go and, you know, break some rules to get what she wants. So she plays quite differently to Batman. Her traversal obviously doesn't have the gliding abilities to kind of glide through the city streets that Batman has. So she moves much more kind of intimately around. She climbs up the side of buildings with the claw climb. She crawls across the rooftops. She can hang from ceilings. So she has a lot of her own moves. She has her own gadgets as well. So she has bowlers, she has caltrops that she can use and throw on the floor to, you know, trip people up. So she has a lot of her own cool gadgets. She has a whip that she can use to trip people. She can even use the whip to sort of whip guns out of people's hands. So like that, there's kind of a lot of different abilities that she has. And she has her own Riddler trophies to collect as well. So, you know, she's her own fully fledged character. Catwoman's motivation is obviously a bit different to Batman's. Catwoman is actually using the fact that Batman is so distracted with trying to sort out the events in Arkham City to her own advantage. What's actually happened in Arkham City is that as each of the supervillains have been captured, Hugo Strange, who's basically the warden of Arkham City, confiscates all of their stolen goods. He keeps them all locked away in one big secure vault. Now that for Catwoman, that's the ultimate score. So she wants to hit that place, basically. So her story is all about, how do I get to that vault? How do I get all the stolen goods? It's kind of the story of the stolen goods, right? Because she wants to steal back the goods that all the supervillains stole in the first place. But I think, you know, it's great to have Mark back. You know, Mark is just phenomenal as the Joker. You know, we get to hear his lines in isolation and they still sound so awesome. He's so charismatic, and it's such a difficult role because here's a character who's basically making your life a misery, but he's making you laugh at the same time that he does it. He's really a fascinating, interesting character. So I think, you know, having Mark back is just awesome. How did we get him back? You know, I think Mark's on record that we went to him, we told him the story we wanted to tell. He said, you know, that sounds great. You know, I'm back in again because, you know, it was a great story. We're really proud of the story. You know, it's got a great arc to it, great main story. And, you know, as well, whenever anything bad is happening in Gotham, Joker's behind it somewhere, right? So it's great to have Mark back. We've also got Kevin Conroy back as the voice of Batman. For most people, when you're reading the comics, Kevin Conroy is the voice you hear in your head when Batman speaks, right? So, you know, those are the 2 big returning names. And obviously we've got a much bigger cast now, so a whole new load of voice talent as well. Batman Arkham City is coming out on October 18th in the States, October 21st in Europe. Coming soon to you guys. It's on PS3, Xbox and PC.